Alright friends, welcome back to Thea 2 The Shattering. Man, I've got a lot to go over. So the last bunch of episodes I recorded had me go up to episode 8. And now there's been a few days between when I recorded up to then and up to now. And in those time I've been playing offline quite a lot. And holy crap, I've learned a lot. Where do I start? The first thing is I need to give a shout out to one of my viewers here. Damn, I don't have the comments pane open here, but one of you, if you're still watching, let me know, remind me in comments who it was. You talked about how some of my gear was junk. And I thought you were just being a dick, but no. I've come to find out how crafting works with respect to junk and masterwork items. Now, I've come to notice that, okay, you can't see it here, but see that little icon of a dustbin on the top left there where it says scaled gathering tool. So those stats are markedly reduced. Like this scale jewelry has no icon there. But you can have either or that little hammer. That means masterwork. That means it has a higher percentage of stats that would normally have. So the first thing is we've got to go back to town and we've got to find and replace every little thing that has a rubbish icon on it because it's junk. We need to recraft those items. It also applies to buildings, and we were very lucky because when we built our idol, see, it's got the masterwork items. So look at that. +2 village site range, +2 village gathering range. That is very unlikely. It's like an 8% chance, or I'll show you how to calculate it in a second. We need to rebuild the guard tower and the dwelling of stone because they've got, you know, garbage icons. So for example, here we go. Based on the items that I'm using to craft it, this is wild. So there's a 23% chance it's going to be junk, but a 17% chance it'll be a masterwork. This shows people doing other things. Okay, so now hang on. We need to recraft buildings, dwelling. And so just to show you, if you use quartz, which is the improved item, and it gives you 0% chance for quality, or 10%. Oh no, but that also then gets modified by who you're using. You see, so if you use an actual crafter, it takes the highest crafting person and gives that as the chance for it to become masterwork. How do I change this around? We are going to use buildings, dwelling, leather. We got loads of heavy fur. But I think I might actually go for that, the increased max health and morale threshold. What are the other options? If I had 90 quartz, it would be, okay, just morale, just granite, it's just morale. I don't have enough of this leather, but I could choose between even more max health. But we're going to create a bunch of enchanted leather and use that for all of our gathering tools. That's something else I've got to go over, because I finally figured out how refining works. So when you unlock an item, you go to materials, it then appears here. So what we're going to do is, when we get our next tech point, we will unlock enchanted leather, because that's the best gathering at this tier. And then, so for example, if I go into gathering, if I want to produce, I go to materials. Let's say I want to produce shadow bone. So you get 2 shadow bones from 10 normal bones and 2 coal, which is why it's so great that we have coal here that we can mine. So we're going to be able to pretty much infinitely improve tier 1 items into tier 2. So I'll go okay, confirm that. Let's set that to infinite, so we'll turn all our basic bones into shadow bones. Who can I get to work on that? No, everyone's busy. No, don't forget the research. We've got enough coal for now, let's do that there. Food-wise, how are we doing? This is something else I've got to go over. Well, we've got loads of rollada. So the different food types, the more food types you have, the higher your morale bonuses. And then the higher your morale bonuses are, the better for everybody. So what I also need to do with my research, I need to go more heavily into research. I want to pick up meaty meals and vegetarian choices, almost all of these things. Because meaty meals let you combine meat and meat, and veggie let you combine veggie and veggie. But we have meat and veg already in the area here. So actually, just from based on what we have here, we've got meat and we've got fruit, I mean. So I can really help my morale. I can take grandma's treats, I can combine fruit and fruit. to make jam. I can get goblin recipes to combine fruit and meat. I can already combine meat and fruit here. And then here I can combine meat and meat. And with veggies I can... I don't have veggies, I have fruit and fruit. Well, we can get 3 other food types in. That's really going to help the morale a lot. I also will need to unlock all of these buildings. Long story short, we have a lot of research we need to do. So my school is of stone. It's giving me plus 2.4 research. We might be able to improve that. But to do that, we've already used granite. We would probably need obsidian to be able to get a better school. I think we're okay for research. Right, so enough talk. Let's get some action. When I have that tech point, we will turn it into the ability to craft enchanted leather, because as it's been pointed out here, even though I can't see it on the map that I'm on, that's fine. We can still craft it. But let's keep hitting these little quest icons here and do as many quests as we can. How strong is my fighting group? We're kind of strong. See, 87 shielding, 58 shielding, 71. I suppose in respect it's obvious this goblin isn't a great fighter. I should have made another shaman. Tainted shaman. Because I mean, look at his mysticism. If I can get him a high level dark codex, he's going to do so much damage. I mean, look at his fireball, 38 damage. On an offline campaign, I had a human witch who was casting random blasts that did 98 damage each. 6 attack. I don't know if we can do this. Let's not take the chance. Let's just move away and hit all these yellow. Try to parlay with the bandits. Convince them that the bandit life is not good. Invite them to eat and drink for the bonuses. Okay, so every turn we get, look at that, we're getting more and more research points. Try to help the creature. Ask what happened here. Ask more of the pact and how the sword meant to break it. Let's see. Good. The law is sacred. Bid the Shkak farewell and leave the sword to his well-deserved fate. So that improves our reputation with the forest demons, which is pretty damn cool, because this is something else I've learned. So we start here on the starting island, and then each of the island is themed. I can't remember. So the white one is the frozen land. This one is the magma land. Then either of these two is the one where you get mithril. But then the first one we're going to go to is the green one. I want to go to the forest island, because that's where we can get access to mythical leather. And what else? I think, yeah, ancient wood. We can produce it ourselves, but as quickly as possible now, I want to get as much mythical leather as I can to make crafting tools for everyone out of mythical leather, which is going to ramp our gathering for all of the other, let's call it tier 3 resources. These are tier 3 resources. These are tier 4 resources. And group 1 technically is my combat group. Also, how much granite do I have? If I have loads of granite, I should just reproduce all of the stuff just with granite. But actually, the dwelling gives us the bonuses we want with the leather. Let's take a look at the guard tower. If I use granite, I get plus 10 and plus 10. Yeah, that's fine. What are the other options? See, 9.4. This wild resource type obviously has the higher failure rate, but higher stats. So when crafting a totem, you don't want to use a wild resource. I think for a totem, you're best off using an improved resource. I forget what we used. Wow, we got super lucky. Holy crap, we used granite. There probably would have been like a 40% chance that it would have been junk, and only like an 8% chance, and we got lucky and got the 8% chance. It looks like everything is made out of granite, which is as it should be. We will reproduce the lumber mill and whatever we can with granite. Because I mean, these ones, if they're junk, you just reproduce it with granite. Oh, you lads, not harvesting Shadowbone, you are refining. Okay, so there's 91 simple bones left. Once those bones are done, then we'll start refining something else. All of the iron will probably smelt down and turn into silver. All of the leather will turn into enchanted leather. All of the amber will become ruby. Okay, where to next? Let's head down there. Arguably, I could stop here and pick up a bunch of this regular leather and bloodbone. Unless there's regular leather along the way here. I think I want something on the line of 400 to 600 regular leather, which we're going to refine down into enchanted leather. If there's a spot that's got double normal leather, we should go there. But I think right over here, we'll grab this double bloodbone plus leather. As you enter the forest, you discover a hastily abandoned woodcutter camp. There's a large chunk of a tree that has been chopped down. Oh, this is the leshy. Speak to it. Help plant the acorn. I'm going to do whatever I can to try to improve relations with the forest kin. Because when we go over there, we're going to want the forest kin to help defend us. That's one thing I've found when I go to these secondary islands. They are lethal. The enemies running around there are something on the order of combat difficulty at least 6 and anything upwards of 12. And what's frustrating is you don't seem able to run away from them, so you kind of have to fight. And that has led to a couple of exploration groups getting wiped. Bloodbone and leather. And while you're here, is there anything you can refine? No. Material wise? No. Just do some research. Right, how goes the production of structures here? Okay, so this is one thing I like about how this game works now is awesome. You see how the numbers changed. I want to see how this changes. So base, it's 40% chance of failure. You put in a great craftsman and it takes it down to 23. I believe the reason for that is because if we examine Jocastra, she's got master craftsman, and I think going even higher into that is going to improve that even further. The other big thing I've learned is weapon types according to stats. Okay, we will recycle that junk wand. So if we look at Jocastra, he is primarily wise, so I want a weapon that goes off of wisdom like this one. 26 weapon attack, excellent. Ski border is also wise, so I want something that's yellow. Ice spike goes off of yellow. Tomko, obviously strength, that goes off strength. And same thing here, fireball. Weapons wise, I think, yeah, I went into two-handed swords, and I'm quite happy with that. But I think I want to go for level 3 swords, because that lets me combine steel and leather, or steel and bone. Eventually, swords wise, I want to get access to probably silver and scaled leather. Those make pretty damn good elemental weapons. Okay, Chrismir, treasure check or craftsman? Where is Chrismir? He is okay. One of the as a human scavenger, he's decent at gathering. Treasure tech. I think I might actually up his craftsman and just leave him in the base as a crafter. Let's see what got built here. This dwelling. Okay, it didn't get mastercrafted, unfortunately, and the guard tower of stone we're going to replace. Technically, I think you can keep replacing until you get mastercrafted, but as you can imagine, that is very, very resource intensive. Let's take a look. Okay, it made another junk one, so we've got to try that again. Buildings, guard tower. And skip order Maleshi. You can actually do something else. What weapon wise is junk here needs to be replaced? Nothing. I've this group here, we've got some junk here for sure. Okay, definitely the gathering tools, but we are going to be replacing the gathering tools once we have leather, enchanted leather. I should probably produce a relic. Have I got relics unlocked? I don't. Okay, well then in that case, let's make a codex for my medic to use. So improved plus improved gives us not enough. Okay, just ice spike and mass lullaby is not bad. I want something with fireball though. If I combine it with that, there we go. Fireball and inspire. How about regular leather? Pretty much the same. Okay, I can't do fireball then with regular leather. How about dark plus dark? .4 fireball, I think, is the highest I can get here. How about improved plus improved? That's actually better. That's going to be random blast 3 and fireball. That's really good. Holy crap. That's going to be the new Skeld Codex I want to do. Actually, if I use you, that's going to make an even better chance. So, I'll tell you what. Skibora, what? So you have regular craftsman. You can help because it looks like it'll take the chance off of the highest crafting person. That's technically a waste, but you know, whatever. And how many of these do I want to make? As many as I can. Okay, we're out of bone. Good. Out of meat. That's fine. Let's start refining. That's also pretty tempting. Dryad wood. We've only got 28 normal wood though. That's the leather I need to do. Let's get started on the iron. We can turn it into gold. So unfortunately there's not going to be much action in this particular episode, but I need to fix all the mistakes that I've gone through in this first attempt. Okay, so now those are all normal. 17% chance for Mastercraft. Very nice. Also, armor types. I need heavy armor. This blood heavy armor is fine, but I should make the best armor type that I can, which is the shadow heavy armor. So we need at least one more for the group here. I've got one warrior there. I've got... These are decent robes. I don't feel like I have to replace those. I need to make the best sword that I can. One sword and one heavy armor. .47 I think is the best heavy armor that we can produce. Yeah, 47 physical armor seems like the best, by combining gold and dark wood. So that I think is the recipe we're going to go for here. This is bones 44 for 216 weight. Is it worth going for gold? It might not be, because I think we have plenty of, well, we will have plenty of bones. We've got plenty of gold. We've got a decent amount of dark wood. Equipment, heavy armor. I mean, if I wait for the checkpoints, I can use metal as, I can still use metal as a primary, but I want wild. So if we go gold, okay, straight gold gives you 53, but that's way too heavy. So if we combine with a bit of leather, it makes it a lot lighter. 244. What's the wild wood? 250 for 54. But if you use improved and improved, that's only 32. That's almost like a medium armor. This is why I like silver so much. Improved plus improved gives you 42 for almost nothing of the weight. But you know what? Weight isn't really a struggle for us here. And I can produce 3 sets of this armor, that's 54. I love gold! So we're going to have golden armor. And the very best two-handed I can make is probably a bone sword. And I combine it with gold. See, 2.1143. I think I prefer this. 1.6 true damage and life leech. 20% as hit points, and 1.5 if it has armor damage. And the thing is, it's 140 shielding, but not just physical. It's spiritual and morale shielding as well. Okay, so now that's the best sword we can make, the best heavy armor we can make. How about the best medium armor? I imagine we would start with leather as a base. If we just use, which is the basic wood, basic dryad, basic just that and steel, that's way too heavy though. I don't think I need a medium armor, we'll just go for that and that. My hunters will use javelins. Do I even have any hunters? That's one thing that I wish I had, is hunters in this group. But my backline are primarily magic users, which as armor will have scaled robes. I need to make sure I can produce the most powerful codex that I can, and I think I've already got that. This scaled codex is the most powerful. So that means we need loads more scaled leather. I wonder if we shouldn't change it up here with these lads then. Forget the bloodbone, which we have plenty of. Just load up on scaled leather for making those codexes. I think trying to use enchanted leather for the codexes is probably too ambitious. There's scaled leather around here somewhere. Do we only have one source? Scaled leather. Yeah, it's over there. Okay, we've got loads of wood and food. Let's break camp here. I should go visit the Slavians. Because as was also mentioned by one of you lads earlier on, we are pretty close when it comes to faction loyalty with the Slavians to be able to recruit. And I think, I don't know what the timing is, but quite regularly you can go to the city and ask if they need anything. You can gift them wood. This I'm pretty sure we can win. Let's do this battle. This five difficulty battle. We should be able to win, and this will give us a decent indication of how strong we are. Okay, so this is Bolabar. My healer, his best ability is shield. My hunter, life leech and shield leech is pretty good. 17 damage there. 14 on my goblin warrior, but he's not that great. Yes, now we're talking. Fireball. 3 random blasts for a total of 91 damage. That's freaking amazing. Let's chuck that down. But look how weak he is. I need to shield him up. Shield of 9. What other shield values do we have? Well, it might not be necessary because this one will attack first, probably hit my goblin. Then Bolabar will go, do 24 damage. These 2 blasts might actually kill. 14 damage. Just get our warriors down. Is that just a regular old weapon? Normal damage, that's no good. Get our gobbo down. And the other ranged weapon, which is not bad. I kind of wish now I hadn't put this guy here. I could have put my... In fact, let's wait then, because he can do entrance damage. Entrance damage, like this. I'll worry about my shaman here. They've got a lot of ranged fighters and they're pretty damn quick too. Let's shield up. Who else is low? I definitely need to give my backline spellcasters the best codex they can, and then we'll see how much weight they have to play with. If they can if they are at all able, holy shit, random blasts are amazing. If they're able to use medium armor, then we should have them wear it. They might even be able to wear like silver heavy armor, because that can weigh as little as 150 weight. See, here I would want to have hunters to fight from the backline, but my spellcasters are going to have to be on the battlefield. Steel crossbow 1.3, that's not very good. Okay, so that was a 5 difficulty, and we did that fairly easily, which is pretty encouraging. In fact, speaking of medium armor, how much weight does Stobbie have to play with? Not a lot. Yeah, okay, I need to give him strength on the level up if I can. So, increases faith and mysticism, that should be with a spellcaster. The cat's giving us 2.8. Okay, but it's +1 mysticism. Perception should be on the gatherer. No, that's fine. Increased gathering, that's always useful. Increased movement points. Righto, we are producing a scaled codex. What are you doing? Basic wood. Yes, how about the steel? Let's turn that into gold. I think I forgot to turn that onto... Yep, like that. Maslav. Giving wisdom I don't think is worth it. I'll give him wits. I want him to attack quicker. Anything we can help with? Anything need killing? Beehive, absolutely. And where's that beehive? It should be around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. And I should see what these story icons are. Anything I want to trade away here? Not particularly. That is the fight against the guys to get us into the mountain. We are not that far away from being able to do that. I think once we have our 7 strongest fighters, whether the fighters be magic casters or actual fighters, hand-to-hand fighters, and we give ourselves decent tier 2. So you're back. Let me remind you of our dealings. The case is simple. The Red Ridge bandits take us, cage us, and sell us. Okay. Need you to do the heavy work. Kill the bandits. Agree. The thing is, it's much easier if you kill these demons, but they're essentially innocent. These bandits are dickheads. So once we can fight them, we'll clear them out and then go to that one. Attack the beehive, easy. They're up to 42 now. I think this is the secondary camp. So what I also come to find out is, I think that's the main one. The one that's got the wall is the main one. When, if they like you enough, you can actually recruit from them. Let's see, a lot of wood. Do you need any? They want 35 wood. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the nice thing is, our faction loyalty increases a lot quicker because of our god passive. Spiritual generation, 10% bonus rituals, and 4 spiritual shielding. Let's see. Trade. Don't need those, or those, or the wood, or that. So we've got 1650. What can you give us? Herbs is probably useful. Oh, that was cheap. $650, huh? 51. Okay, so minus 45. So if I give them 1 silver, that's 40. And 3 of these is 6. Plus 1. Trade allowed. Nice. What else? Tavern is open. Visit. All we can do is gamble or drink. Damn. Our house demon Keep making him wiser. That demon circle, we could probably clear that out. 5 difficulty, we did that a little while ago. Attack them spiritually. We are very strong with spiritual attacks. Sweet. Nest glass destroyed. Awesome. I must remember that. I've got very strong spiritual strength. What with this tainted shaman and the medic. And this goblin guy has decent spirituality. Okay, let's combine all the ring effects here. Carry limit. I want weapon block on my fighters. Soul damage, destiny. Destiny and perception, soul damage. Group carry limit for soul damage. Oh, he's right on the limit as well. Is there a personal carry limit? I think like if I can find a goat or something, that'll help. Soul damage of 8.5. What I got here? Group carry limit. That's going to help us carry a lot more. Stobbie, what do you got? Hurry up. I think. Oh yeah, soul damage 35. That's amazing for a mysticism challenge. Hurry up is a really good skill for a gatherer. 1.6. That's slightly better. Increased perception here. Oh, he doesn't have the weight, does he? Oh, he does. Okay. Wait, where did I see the scaled leather? Oh, that's all the way down there. Okay, well, we'll stop in here, make friends with the Slavians, do these story missions, grab as much scaled leather as we can, and then head back to the city. And then we're going to completely recraft gathering tools for everybody. Okay, no more gold. Let's turn all of this normal leather. So 22 normal leather, so we'll be able to get, do it 11 times, it'll give us 22 enchanted leather. As you can see, it's super inefficient, which I suppose shouldn't be surprising. Okay, drink or recruit once we're friends. How close are we to being friendly? Not that far away. So anything we can do? Anything need killing? Okay, it's already given us a task. It's probably over here. Oh, parry is excellent on the fighters. What about you lads? Ambushed by goblins. Let's see. Compel them to leave us alone. Talk them out of it. Eat and drink with us. Anything we can do. Anything need killing. Let's see. Chris the goblin keep getting stronger. Romek is 6 strength. That's decent. Let's keep upping that intelligence then. This is a 6, that's quite a tough one. Let's leave that for now. The Homan, an unliving skeletal procession, often foretelling death on a large scale, are seen passing through your village at night. Magic, call upon your domain to steer the weaves of cruel fate away from your village. That should be fairly simple. We've got we've got excellent spell casting. Mysticism, I mean. Altering the weaves of fate is never a safe endeavor, but your gods listen and you feel the reach of the Homan lesson. You hear that many villages in your area were struck down with fatal sickness, and you wonder if your own safety made it worse for them. Whoops. I want to keep increasing his goblin. Because if he's got nothing to produce, then he can go for research. I think maybe I should leave all of my goblins in the base just to research and craft. You find the place where you were sent to deal with some folk attacking the Slavians. Let's just fucking kill him. We're not going to try to become friends with the scavengers. It's too difficult. Whoops, I should have auto-resolved. These poor Slavians. This is not going to go well for them. Scavengers, I mean. Slowing us down, you bastard. I could just cast random blasts, but I want to see how effective this is. Yeah, that's increased him in the turn order quite a lot. So for my healer, I want to give him as many spells and abilities and equipment that's going to buff his shield up ability. I feel like shield up is the best thing he can do, unless maybe he gets hurry up or curse or something. So more popular with the Slavians and less popular with the scavengers. Okay, we're friendly, so we can recruit now from the Slavians. So what are you good at? Intelligence primarily and wisdom. Let's see. Stobbie is all about wisdom and mysticism. But I want to pick up strength whenever I can. Long dead humanoid remains. Magic and magic user. Break this band and free the souls. Easy. A quartz greatsword. That's not very good. And that inured us to the alpha clans. Okay, that's good to know. Right, let's go recruit. Anything we can help with, anything need killing, bunch of vermin nesting. I want to keep doing this as much as I can. I want to get my reputation as high with them as possible. And we're going to repeat the same process when we go to each island, although it'll be a lot more difficult. I think if I leave here, okay, I thought maybe that would have improved my relation with the forest demons. Group of goblins, welcome to our camp. We should be helping each other. I do think that once we go to the goblin island, I think is the purple one, we should have a bunch of bonuses because we got goblins with us. Now, before we recruit, let's just see what we got here. We got how many fighters? 3 fighters here. That's basically 2 gatherers, a healer, and a mystic. Back home, we need another healer. We've got 2 mystics and 1 fighter. So, a fighter or a healer would be wonderful for the base, or some children. Anything we can help with, anything need killing, old gravesite, sure. I just want to keep buffing my reputation with him. Any places of interest, old cemetery, fine, we'll do that. And let's recruit anyone. There's some folks here who may want to join your band, seeing as you're of the chosen and all. There's a warrior, a hunter, a zerker, a bandit. And someone is ushering you over to speak to them. Go see what they want. I think that's the child. Why don't we just take the warrior to be safe? I mean, a second warrior that we can leave in the base would be great. Let's take the warrior. It requires a payment. 2,500, easy. I'll give you this boar. And I don't need much granite. Another 500. Jewelry's crap. Another 280. We can bribe him with loads of fur leather. 9 should do it. Okay, 10 should do it. Perfect. Rada, welcome. Level 1, unfortunately, but I think eventually what we'll do is when we go back to base, we will leave Chris in the base. Because bear in mind, he has goblins. As he levels up, he's really good at research. Rada has got counterattack, that's pretty good. Brute force, headbutt. What are you using? An iron greatsword, huh? Okay, fine. So I'm so encouraged by Thea 2's progress. The release date I think is May 13th. So I reckon I'll do a few more episodes like this on this current build. I think we will get ourselves just ready to leave this island, and then we'll call it a break there until the main release comes out. And when the main release comes out, we will play the shit out of it. Let's see, find a small graveyard where the Slavians think they're unliving Rome. Fuck it, just kill him. Easy. I'm gonna need a lot of gathering tools. In fact, I think it's unreasonable to think that we are gonna find enough or be able to refine enough mystic leather. I think it's more realistic if I just get a bunch of scaled leather and remake everyone's tools. All of the tools that were junk, we just remake them. Toughness is really good. Okay, you realize some of your food is missing. Attack this bastard. And that should make us more popular with the forest folk, but no, it didn't. Okay, from here we'll load up on dryad wood and scaled leather. Although grain could be useful as well. I think we'll go for grain instead. Meslav, perception, Rada, perception. One wood is more than enough. The rest of you can just do a bit of research. Is there any refining that I can do here? We don't have any coal, so no. How about some cooking? Sweet, the gathering commence. Now we need 30 scaled leather per gathering tool, and we have how much here? 19. I think let's keep producing enchanted leather. We will make as many gathering tools out of enchanted leather as we possibly can. But are we out of coal? What happened? No, we got loads of coal. I think I just forgot to set it to unlimited. This little child, help with gathering the meat. So we got, that's enough for one gathering tool. Let's assume I need to remake everyone's gathering tools. There's at least 1, 2, 3, 4. That one is probably fine. Although, hang on, I think I took the increased personal carry limit, which I don't know. I think that increased the personal carry limit will give for the backline guys. So we'll make a mix of scaled gathering tools and the ones that don't increase personal limit. But anyway, in total we'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At least in this group, that's 6. Let's see. 7. Let's call it 7. So 7 times 30, we need 210 at least of scale leather. We've got 19 plus 30, it's 50, so we need, good lord, another 160. And we're gathering 12 per day. That's quite a few turns. Angry ruffians, fuck them up, easy. Give them burial, go back to work. Now I could go straight for mythical leather, but I don't think that's worth it. I want to make sure I can gather everything on this island. What have I missed out here? Although perhaps what I should be doing is I should go wipe out the rest of the stingers there. And unlock the rest of the buildings. There's a bunch of buildings we still need to unlock, and I think that's probably right. Oh no, you know, let's go for food. Let's create a bunch of food types. Vegetarian and... well, meat plus meat we can make. And goblin we can turn to something else as well. So, cooking wise... oh, wait, hang on, I need to adjust the favorites here. Okay, so food, traditional menu, there is that option, yes. So rollada is one. Traditional menu, meat plus herbs is another. That's grilled meat. That's 2. Grandma's treats, fruit and fruit is jam. That's 3. Goblin recipes, fruit plus... ooh, I can get 2 out of this. Goblin wine. 4. I didn't expect the goblin wine. That's a nice bonus. And plum roast. That's 6. This is wonderful. We're going to have such high morale now. I just need to favorite the other ones. Grilled meat. Yep, favorite. Rollada. Good, favorite. Grandma's treats jam. Is already favorited. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's excellent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What am I missing here though? I think 5 was all I could do, wasn't it? Grilled meat we've got. Rollada we've got. Jam we got. Goblin wine we got. Plum roast we got. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then we'll produce all of this food until there is, you know, a lack of resources, and then we'll go back to gathering. Now right away we should be able to notice the improvement in the morale. Okay, all the way up there. Don't burn that, just burn coal and yeah, eat everything. Level up. Trash attack. I've actually come to appreciate the basic attacks and trash attacks. The main reason is these cards here, because they're useful in all challenge types. Like I thought with my warriors, why would I get basic attack or brute force on my warriors? Because they'll just use their weapon. But if their weapon is only good for red challenges, then they are useless in yellow and purple challenges. But then the caveat to that is, if you can give your fighter a weapon that has multiple attack types, this is only red, so it's only good in physical attacks. But some of the other spiritual weapons can actually have usefulness in other challenge types. Okay, once we have 200 scaled leather here, we'll go back. It's autumn. Old cave, scout ahead, go in. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is the one that wants us to sacrifice one of our characters. A Mammon. Not heard of such a demon. Who is he? He wants to give you riches. What is the catch? Let's see. Focus on his voice. Let's assault him. I've just never had this chance before. I want to see what it does. You sever the connection and the cave is transformed in an old moldy place. The gold, all the wealth is gone too, but you do see several remains. Ah, okay. $10 damage with that. Extra 4.0 mysticism. Just want to keep checking here. You see, already we ran out of meat pretty quick, but that makes a lot of sense because a lot of the recipes were using meat. We're out of leather already. Okay, wow. What else tier 1 can we refine? The sandstone. Let's turn it into, let's say, quartz. Which I haven't unlocked yet, so then that then. Guys, gather loads of meat and fruit. I want to really up my stores of food. Also, have I built all the buildings I've unlocked? I need to just check that I've got a warehouse, all of this stuff. I'm pretty sure I have. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've built 8 buildings, and I've unlocked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sweet. Okay, good little episode. We have righted the ship, as it were, well, not quite yet, but we're on the path of righting the ship with fixing the junk items. How much do we have? 174. In fact, let's just hang around here until I have enough to go back. Our child leveled up. I desperately want another healer. Perfect. Wisdom. Wisdom is exactly what you need for a healer. 24. Okay, that should be 230. Excellent. We can come back for that Stingers group in a little while. Stop playing. One more turn. Thea 2. Friends, thanks for watching. When we come back, we are going to fix all of the junk items and gathering. We're going to shift a little bit who's in our combat group. I'm going to leave all my goblins in the base, unless, of course, we go to the Goblin Island. But our first island we're going to go to is the Elven Island, which reminds me, are any of my guys creepy? Because if they are, we need to make sure we don't take them along to the Elven Island. Okay, none of our lads are creepy. Okay, friends, thanks for watching. When we come back, we will finish crafting up proper gathering tools. We will use those excellent gathering tools to get more of the improved gear that we need. I want to get a set of golden heavy armor and a shadow great sword on every one of my fighters. I want to get one of these scaled codices on every one of my spellcasters, and scaled robes also on one of the spellcasters. Actually, what is that not better? 1.7 ice spike, random blast 2. Random blast 3 at 1.2 is better. So in that case, I can unfavorite that. I just really want to see if I can't get a better medium armor. That's going to be heavy though, I worry. Yeah, 140, that's way too heavy. 140 isn't even that much more heavy than silver heavy armor. So 170 I think is unrealistic. I think my spellcasters can wear that. Maybe if we go bone and silver, 80. But that's not enough. See, I want actually no, my spellcasters are gonna, this is probably the best that they can wear. Blood medium, 19.7. Unless we can get that higher. Wild, bone and bone, 24, 127, that weighs a bit much though. I'm pretty sure silver is the lightest of the metals. 22.4, how did that compare? Yeah, 84, 22.4. 74, 80 for 19. Okay, so the other combo was the best. It was silver and... Okay, that's going to be the very best then. Bam. So we're going to need a lot of silver. I need to find silver. I don't think I have on this map. Elven wood shouldn't be an issue. Wonder if there might be silver there. Okay, looks like we're going to have to combine dryad wood. I don't want to have to go to another island to get silver. It's going to be too risky. We know that metal plus wood makes a decent medium armor. So if we take dryad wood and combine it with, let's say, steel. But then I've got to find steel here. Surely there's steel on this island. Well, we didn't get very lucky with the distribution of resources. The other option is, I think if I go into medium armors, I can then use gems. Wood and leather. Or leather plus leather. I think that'll be, I'll have to spend that extra tech point. But luckily we're gaining tech points really quick because I've got so many people researching. I mean, there's malachite right there. Surely you can use gems for medium armor. I know you can for cloth armor, but this lets you combine bone and leather robes. In fact, if I put these on my spellcasters, then they're light enough that I don't have to give them a point of strength, which is like more damage-wise, but I do think my spellcasters are too vulnerable. Okay, for God's sake, stop recording, Stobbie. Jesus. Friends, thanks for watching. See you next time.